Yeah, so regarding playing the burl and the pipe chanter versus practice chanter, it is a big transition. And what I've found is that there's two main factors that will make it challenging to be on the pipe chanter. And one applies to everything, not just burls, is, at least from my perspective, completely straight fingers is not going to work for everybody. I know it's taught quite regularly. We want to have nice straight fingers and all of this. And for some people, especially as a person gets a little older, it's maybe not feasible. And that's the case for me. I was taught to play with straight fingers and worked for, a couple decades. Anyway, part of the reason for that is just the, arthritis and all that. But what we really want, and this is what I'm teaching all my beginners, is to have relaxed hands, right? Now, relaxed hands and not popsicle sticks, I call it. And that's why you'll see me kind of be playing like this. There's sort of a curve to it. And I do this with my kids too, like all the students. Also, same on the top hand. With the top hand, you can kind of get away with playing more on your fingertips if you want. The bottom line is we're more dexterous and accurate the closer we are to our fingertips. Also, we're more accurate and dexterous if we engage these knuckles, right? The middle knuckles in our playing. For example, if you were to grab a tennis ball, I have this. It's not a tennis ball, but this little hard hat guy. But if you were to squeeze a ball, right, the natural way to do it is like this, right? And that's just human nature because we're stronger, our hands are stronger, engaging these knuckles and these, right? And then, of course, these are helping. You wouldn't squeeze this ball like that. Like, who would do that, right? And when you're doing this, you're engaging mostly just these knuckles, and we're just not as strong. The leverage just isn't there. And so this principle of us being weaker when our fingers are perfectly straight versus stronger when we're engaging these joints, it applies to the pipes. It applies to the placement of the fingers. So when I'm opening any hole, right, or any hole, I'm trying to engage the middle knuckle, right, and then this one as well, to land, but also to pick up, right? And yes, we're still using these knuckles. You have to, right? Now, I don't want to make this a big deal, but I think it's a good philosophy, if you want to call it that, on how to play the chanter in a way on the big pipe, that works for you. And so the more relaxed your hands are, the better. Chances are that's going to involve a little bit of a curve. And then how your B finger and low A finger sit on the hole will be maybe changed a little bit if you're going from popsicle sticks to this. And I'm not sure if you're already, asked to play straight or not, but regardless, it's a concept. So going back to the burl, right, the two things that are going to make a number 7 style burl not work for you is just if your little finger just really doesn't like to move that way, like mine. It's horrible. It locks up. It's just the most awkward thing I could think of. So that's number 1. But also, how much does that movement make your B finger roll, right? How much is it making it roll? And like for me, you can see, like, look at my B finger when I try the number 7 burl. Look at that. I've tried for years to make it not move the B finger, and it just doesn't work. So bad match for me. The other ones, like the tap up and then tap pull. So tap pull, tap up, tap pull, tap pull. That one, it's going in the vertical, so you're not taxing the B finger to rock. Yeah. So that's just, I hope that helps. A person could say, that this one is comparable to the 7. Like for me, it is, right? Look at my B finger moving. I can't make it not move. So I think you're at risk there. But then the other part of the equation where you were saying your burls were maybe sounding a little garbled on the Highland pipe, on the big chanter, is just the coverage. And, where are you playing? Are you playing on an ideal part of your pinky finger where you have enough padding, if you will, to cover the hole? And you probably do. Your fingers are going to be bigger than mine. But just looking at how it lands and is its coverage, the coverage of the low A hole, better when your fingers are completely straight or more relaxed or somewhere in between. So I would look at those two factors, right? The rolling of the B finger. Let's just eliminate all burl styles that result in the rolling of the B finger. That's what I would do. And then look at, for the other ones, looking at the placement of the pad of your finger and the coverage that you're getting. This particular chanter, this has tape. I don't know if you can see it. It has tape on the G hole or the low A hole, the bottom hole. But this is an infinity chanter, and these are known for having smaller holes. It's actually why I got this chanter for my band, because we're full of youth and my hands are kind of small. So if you're playing like a McCallum chanter or some of the other chanters with bigger holes, that can also be an issue. And you may, depending on that, you may find out that it is better to play closer to your fingertips, but with a curve, right, to get some control, like rather than. This is just pain for me. I can't even do that. So hopefully that helps. I'd like you to consider those two factors. Again, the rolling of the B finger, and then the relaxed kind of placement of all the fingers, but especially the pinky finger for the burl to be ideal. But I suspect that if the 7 doesn't work for you, right, nor will this one, right, because it's the same idea, because the B finger might be rolling, or it's too much strain on the hand to prevent it from rolling, and that you might be a good candidate for the tap pull or the cobra. All right, good luck.